Stray Kids and the Midnight Train. In a world just beyond the edge of sleep, there's a hidden train station called Whisper Light Junction. You won't find it on any map, but if you close your eyes at just the right moment between being awake and dreaming, you might hear the sound of a soft whistle in the wind. That's the sound of the midnight train, and its conductors are none other than stray kids. They weren't always conductors though. One night, long ago, the boys found a dusty silver key buried beneath a moonbeam. When they turned it in their hands, they were transported to a place where the skies shimmered like velvet and the clouds floated like feathers. Waiting for them was a sleeping train, covered in ivy, stars tangled in its wheels. "Someone has to help the dreamers get home," whispered the stars. "Will you?" Of course the boys said yes. Since that night, they ride the midnight train, helping lost dreams find their way back to the hearts that made them. Each of them has a role. Chan drives the train with a gentle hand, steering it across rivers of light and through tunnels of time. Lino opens the doors for each dreamer, offering a hand with a quiet smile. Changdin keeps the engine running not with coal, but with laughter and warm memories. Hyunjin decorates the train cars with moving art that changes with every emotion a dreamer feels. Han writes dream tickets in golden ink, each one unique and full of hidden joy. Felix sprinkles star sand along the tracks, keeping the journey smooth and full of wonder. Seungmin plays soft music on an old piano in the dining car, melodies that make even the loneliest hearts feel full. Ain tucks the youngest dreams into bed, humming lullabies older than time. Tonight the train is full of dreams, again small ones and big ones, fragile and fierce. A girl who wants to dance on the moon. A boy who hopes to find his lost dog. An old painter searching for the color he saw in his youth. As the train moves through the clouds, the stars outside the windows blink gently, like they're listening too. In one car, a dreamer stirs you. You're tucked into a soft seat, wrapped in a cozy starlight blanket. Felix passes by and smiles, leaving a tiny moon-shaped cookie on your tray. Seungmin's lullaby floats through the air. I.M gives your pillow a fluff. Outside your window you see it. Your dream, glowing like a lantern in the distance. "We're almost there," whispers Chan from the front of the train. The midnight train never rushes. It waits until your heart is ready. When it reaches your stop, the door opens onto a soft field of possibilities, and your dream is already waiting, holding out its hand. And as the train disappears back into the sky, you feel the quiet promise in your chest. Whenever you need it, Stray Kids will come back for you. Stray Kids and the Star Garden. Once upon a time, in a quiet corner of the universe where dreams are born, there was a floating island in the sky known as Luminara. This island wasn't just made of earth and stone, it was stitched together from stardust, clouds, and forgotten lullabies. On this island lived 8 star gardeners, not ordinary gardeners, but gentle souls who nurtured the dream flowers, blossoms that glowed with soft light and bloomed only when someone on earth wished for hope, comfort, or courage. The 8 star gardeners were known as Stray Kids. Bang Chan, the leader, had a voice like warm wind and always knew when a star needed a little more light. Lino danced with the clouds to wake up the sleepy dream flowers. Changbin sang to the seedlings with a deep hum that made them grow strong. Hyunjin painted the petals in hues borrowed from sunsets. Han told the flowers jokes so they would bloom laughing. Felix gave each one a sprinkle of golden dust from his pocket of fallen stars. Seungmin read bedtime stories to the blossoms, making sure they felt safe. In, the youngest, collected tears of joy from dreams that came true and used them to water the garden. Every evening, just as Earth's sky turned navy blue, they would gather in the center of Luminara beneath the celestial tree, whose leaves shimmered like silver. The boys would whisper the names of those who needed comfort, and with a gentle breeze, they'd send glowing petals drifting down to earth. Sometimes, a child who had a bad day would find a glowing petal on their pillow. Or a lonely heart would suddenly feel warmth as if hugged by the stars. One night, the dream flowers began to wilt. The sky was cloudy with doubt, and fewer people were dreaming. The boys sat in a quiet circle, thinking, "We need to remind the world how to dream," said Chan softly. So they built a ship from moonbeams and melodies and rowed it down through the clouds. They visited cities in secret, leaving tiny, invisible gifts. Asterisk, a whisper of hope inside a piano key. Asterisk, a sparkle of courage hidden in a raindrop. Asterisk, a soft laugh tucked into a breeze. And as they did, more dreams began to bloom again. The stars shone brighter. The flowers on Luminara lifted their heads. When they returned home, the celestial tree had bloomed with new colors, ones no one had ever seen before. Hope reborn. That night, stray kids sat under the tree, sipping starlight tea, wrapped in soft cloud blankets. They laughed gently and told each other stories, just like you're hearing now. And somewhere far below, someone just like you smiled in their sleep, holding a glowing petal in their dream.